Ooh, welcome back, everybody. We're back. We're playing more NBA 2K26 with the My NBA Timberwolves. And as you know, last week we finished up the All-Star break. If I remember correctly, we won the three-point contest. I don't remember if we won. Okay, yeah, we beat the East All-Stars. And I decided not to play Shai Gilgeous-Alexander because I don't like him, so I didn't want to play him. My choice. Anyway, we're playing the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah. Oh, one other thing I should mention. While Rudy Gobert is still out, Julius Randle became healthy again with that break after All-Star weekend. I decided to run him at center. Jaden's going to play the 4 for a bit, and TSJ is playing the 3 in his spot. And then our bench is the usual. So, yeah. Let's just keep it on. Oh, hold on. There we go. That looks better. All right. And here we go.
These two teams have to be considered two of the very best at it. Couldn't agree more, Kevin. Both of these groups,
oh.
Got to give a lot of credit to
Is my remote dead? My remote might be dead.
Coaching staff.
Oh, okay. That was odd.
On a team-first mentality. That makes for some tremendous team chemistry.
Oh no, my remote is dead. All right. Well, I'm gonna need a minute to give it some time to charge then. Just a second. All right, we should be good now.
Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flag.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
On the floor for him, it'll be Washington and Gafford. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. Washington fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points.
All right, well, first things first.
One free throw coming up.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Now here's Randall. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I asked him.
It's nice to be able to use Ant again without an injury. I think he wasn't injured in the last 2 videos either, but it's been a while for me.
Everything you throw at him, he makes insanely difficult shots. We just have to make things hard on him and trust our help defense. Back over to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Well, the defender made it hard on Randall. Still, he uses his body to convert for 2. On its way from Irving for 2. Offline from the top of the key. Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in. Edwards,
Yikes. That was not a good shot on my part.
This defense right there. Applying the pressure. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Count it from 12. The one thing I really respect about DiVincenzo, a willingness to add to his game and improve as a shooter. Drills the three-pointer.
Damn, that's depressing.
That sort of an opportunity.
Give it to him. Slam it. No, that's not a slam. That's not even close.
It's a work of art. He makes it look so
Not that image of Kyrie. Oh, God.
Result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift.
Gotta love the lag. Gotta love the 2K lag. There's nothing quite like it, I tell you.
Free throw good from Randall. A focal part of this offense. In addition to his scoring ability, Randall is also a terrific passer at his position. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the middle. Washington, that's good. Washington's got 5 now.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised.
Oh,
That wide open.
I could have got that pass there, but it's all right.
Missing a layup like that.
I think Julius benefits from playing center on 2K.
Randall just powers it down. Irving looking for an opening. A shot by Thompson and no one's around.
I was lucky.
Off target from outside.
Damn, you really just threw it right to him, didn't you?
Stolen by Washington. And a wide open look for Irving. Pass the flag.
Damn.
Doing his
That's
job
depressing.
on the glass and doing it with force.
But it's okay.
It's not everybody in the league who can
There you go.
kinds of play. Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off. Irving against DiVincenzo. Thompson outside. On the arc. DiVincenzo with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Well, he's 3 for 4 to start out. Right off the bat, you could sense he was dialed in.
Julius, you gotta pretend like you want to be here, man. You don't have to actually want to be here, but you gotta pretend like it.
And making the pass.
Last game for the Mavericks, it was a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Ah.
I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out. Minnesota making a switch here. On defense, Minnesota. Thompson in the corner. That 3 off the mark. Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance. Pass to Shannon. Now Reed. Good on the three-point shot.
Banger.
Reed, any space out there. He's an efficient three-point shooter. Mavericks trail by 5. Irving from long range. Reed with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Shannon.
Oh, you can finish that. I know you
To
can.
Edwards. Goes back up.
Ah, shit.
Rebounded by Gafford. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
The fuck you mean foul? Jesus. That is not a foul.
Here's Gafford. He's got 6. Dallas moving the ball around. Out to
Good
Thompson.
attempt at a steal.
Pass the flag. On the wing, Thompson. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Irving. Gafford passes to Irving.
Oh, he's gonna make that one, yeah.
Second make of the game. He's missed 5.
Yeah.
Gets one to fall, but only a second make in the first 7 attempts.
Well, you can see that Edwards isn't trying to do it all on his own. He's also looking for shots for others out there. Mavericks trailed by 5. Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers.
Are you shitting me right now?
To show for it. He's gonna
Get in front, Nas. I believe in you.
very early in this game if this keeps up.
Good job.
So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Trailblazers. Edwards' shot is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks.
Timeout, timeout.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs
If Ant gets injured again where he can't play and he's no longer eligible for awards, we're just going to simulate the rest of the season because the playoffs are the only thing that matters at that point.
Chris Middleton comes in for
The only reason we're still playing the season at this point is just because there's a chance he can get MVP. That's it.
They get it back. Gafford kicks to Marshall. Pass to Irving. Thompson outside. Launches it. And it's Thompson again missing.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the snide.
Oh, that was Clark.
The putback. Here's Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Good job, Nas.
One of many things Reed contributes on the floor. His ability to save plays by just being in the right place. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, so admired by his head coach, and Jason Kidd said Kai is a special dude.
You've gotta be
He
joking.
wants to be coached, to understand the game at the highest level, and to be pushed to the highest level. What's more, I don't think he's afraid of failing. Back to you guys.
Great mentality. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. Jared Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Christie comes in for Thompson. Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Now Irving, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep.
Damn.
And that one's good, Irving.
I can't really stop Irving with Mike Conley. At least not this version of Mike Conley.
That kind of position inside.
Back to Dosumu. Hit by Reed from outside the arc. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Marshall passes to Middleton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Conley with the
There's no way his shot meter changes in the middle of the shot every time. It's fucking insane.
Here's Irving. Pulls it from the elbow. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge.
Leading the charge, he's got 8 points. Fuck you mean leading the charge?
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races.
Oh, you tried. Sort of.
On the court for the Mavericks. Marshall's out there with
Okay, game. Stop lagging.
Then there's Max Christie. Then it's Derek Lively and it's Williams at the point.
Good put back. Good put back.
Cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Christie can't make
Good defense.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Marshall. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
God damn it.
Guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that. Now, here's Marshall. Last game we saw the score is 13.
The lag is unreal today. Good lord. I still got a green before the lag started, though. Come on. Come on. Come on.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. That shot wide open. Reeves got his third basket of the night. Such a confident shooter. Reed was ready as soon as the ball got to him.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Damn. God, the lag is unreal.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not doing anything differently than I normally do.
Close to making the defense pay for the lax
Good defense. I'm literally not doing anything different than I usually do.
Caleb Martin's checked in for Dallas. Here's Randall. That's it. He's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp. Well, in addition to his low post scoring, Randall is also
Good lord game.
from the mid-range. Nice looking Jay there. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Washington's checked in for Martin. White comes in for Najee Marshall. And Irving subbed in for Max Christie. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Middleton can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 5. And here's Edwards from the arc. And Lively pulls it down. For Dallas, they've gone.
Oh, well, you
46
almost had it.
in the second. Middleton can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
I gotta shoot some more threes at the Ant if I'm gonna get him MVP. I want to keep him in that discussion.
The key thing, coach, that Dante DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set. I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others, and I think The most underrated thing on a lot of players who become
Damn.
great is Dante DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough.
Mavericks trail by 7. Outside Irving. The 3. Here's Lively. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
The lag is crazy today.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
Listen, when he entered the league, DiVincenzo was not a great three-point shooter, but he certainly worked himself into it.
Now here's Irving. 23 points his last outing, and it hung on the rim but wouldn't fall for him. And here's Edwards from the arc.
Bang. Bang.
7 for 9.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and is
Damn.
why they've been able to get these good looks. And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe
You can
this
try.
is the best time to do it. Thompson, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd, but I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Mavericks making a switch here. Gafford's checked in. Back to Washington. Easy 2 points on the layup. He's got 7.
And guys, they continue
No, I had that.
the interior defenders with their
I had a nice transition dunk for Terrence Shannon. It was all ready to
That's
go.
foul number 2 for him. And so here is Dallas. Pass to Irving.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any time away.
There you go.
He's good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And another thing, guys, they've
Basket.
been active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Here's Irving.
Oh, I forgot he would have unpluckable as legendary.
Dallas moving it around. Thompson for the triple. Thompson
Wow.
with the 3.
What a all right. That is Klay Thompson, but like it's an old Klay Thompson. You know what I mean?
Good style there.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. Mavericks trail by 12. Thompson surveying the floor. Charity stripe shot. Rebound, Minnesota. DiVincenzo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Edwards up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Good steal.
Edwards with the stuff.
Well, the athleticism Edwards has is off the
Apologies for
charts.
the low energy on my behalf today. I have a splitting headache, but I needed to get one of these recorded because I'm running out of time.
Thompson, a screen on DiVincenzo to the inside. And Gafford throws it down.
To have a lot of time this week, so I needed to get this done while I could.
But his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Put that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 19 points for Anthony Edwards. Thompson outside. And here is Gafford. He's got 8. Pass to flag. 5 on the clock. With the drive. Stolen by McDaniels. Stolen by Washington.
In hindsight, that was a really dumb pass to make.
McDaniels against Thompson, and that one is good. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. Carries the long-range jumper.
Boy, Have they gotten hot here in the second quarter? No wonder they're in front.
Irving kicks to Washington. Thompson the bounce pass. Here's flag.
Ooh, we gotta get that.
Throws it down.
Dang.
And how about the
Gotta get that
offensive
rebound.
with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Pass to Irving. A 3-ball. Minnesota with the rebound. Shannon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Randall. Doesn't go that time.
Damn it, Randall. Damn it, Randall. That's what I get for trying to give you the ball at the end of the quarter.
Going into the break. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific 3-point shooting display. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
We're gonna play the starters for a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna take them out. They are pretty exhausted.
Been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Randall out there with Jaden McDaniels. And it's Shannon in at the small forward. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. This is the 4th and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks' Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had, and being with different players and seeing them improve, now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Kevin?
He has definitely seen it all. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Now here's Conley. Hasn't made one yet. For 3, Edwards. And that one
I don't know how Ant stayed in and everyone else came out, but it happened.
Third assist on the night. You know, Stan, even at this late stage of his career, Mike Conley brings tremendous value to the team.
He sure does, Kevin. And look, we know this. No one brings more discipline and professionalism on a nightly basis. He keeps this team poised, he keeps this team organized, and he's a great mentor to the young players on this team. Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
Good on the bucket.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Irving, good.
You can't give Irving any airspace when he's handling the rock, because that's when he strikes.
Ah, I really thought I had that one.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Irving against Conley. Now, here is Irving. Not a lot of room.
Nope.
That shot is off.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Thompson outside. Jacks up a 3. And the Mavericks another 3.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul. GH has when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a foul.
There's no way that's not a green.
NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
And here is Dosunmu after the 3-pointer from Klay Thompson. Pass to Reed, beyond the arc, hits it from 3-point range. Reeves got 11.
Matching baskets from the perimeter at the heart of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Anderson's checked in.
All right, that was a weird time to call a timeout, but all right.
Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And checking out some stats for Thompson. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team, averaging 21 points per game, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his way.
Damn.
Forcing
You see that?
anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Gafford, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Washington passes to Gafford. 4 on the shot clock. The shot by Thompson, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Out to the right wing. And here's Conley outside.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without a foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Dallas moving the ball around. Irving against Conley. And here's Washington outside. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 7th rebound here tonight. No soon move.
No, that's not what I wanted. Thank you, game. Thanks for all that lag. You know, I just love it when this happens. This is why nobody ever gets 2K on their PC. That's why all the YouTubers that I watch play 2K do it on their PlayStation. This is why.
To put it, just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Count them 1. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Washington.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Reed with a screen on Irving to the paint. And Reed throws it down.
Well, that's what teamwork is all about. Reed sets a selfless screen and ends up getting himself open.
Irving for 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Dosunmu. Offensive rebound.
Damn! Did you see that?
And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Dallas. Pass to Washington. Releases. The rebound by Anderson.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep
A little
getting in the
surprised he
paint
made that.
and continue to score consistently.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Pass to Lively. Inside, it's tipped. Stolen by McDaniels. And Randall throws it down.
Yep.
And how about the combination of power, skill, and balance? Randall gets it done above the rim on that one.
Now, here's Thompson. 13 points in the game. Here's Flag. Now Middleton. On the wing, Thompson takes the 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight. For 3, Edwards. Mavericks with the rebound.
That's unfortunate.
Lively's got 7 rebounds in the game. Top of the key, Washington. Lively with the screen. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Washington missing. Minnesota leading by 18. And here's Edwards from the arc. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's McDaniel. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The shot
Damn.
by Middleton, wide open.
I forgot that Middleton was even on this
Washington.
team.
Out to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lively. And finally they hit one.
Yikes.
Lively's got 11 points.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Pass to McDaniels. Launches a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. McDaniels got his second bucket of the night.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the catch.
Thompson with the bucket.
Work that one inside nicely.
Minnesota with the ball. Edwards with the stuff.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone.
It's going pretty well so far, I would say.
At the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach.
They getting wide open looks. They feel like this is a shoot-around right now.
That's because it is a shoot-around right now.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Kyrie Irving. Najee Marshall's out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Christie in at the shooting guard position. Here's Irving. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Okay.
Middleton's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, that shows you the unselfishness of Chris Middleton. Keeping teammates involved.
Nope, that was terrible.
Edwards, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Irving for 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Good Lord.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Yeah, it's something we don't see a whole lot in games. Just too aggressive going up.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Nailed from
Gotta get him like
3-point
at
range.
least 40.
Edwards got 12 points in just the second half. Irving passes to Christie. Middleton, a screen on Edwards. Pass to Middleton. All alone. Again, the Mavericks score.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Marshall passes to Irving. Over Edwards. Irving can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 16. Lets the
All right, you just leave him there.
And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout.
Timeout.
He knows every possession is critical now. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you just ask it for him to drop another triple on you.
And the
I wish I knew how to turn that setting off.
Gafford's checked in.
DiVincenzo stayed in because he's on fire. He overrid my asked to take him out, which is stupid.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. There's the 3. Berenger controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Middleton can't get it to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Christie. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got
That's
assist
not
number
good.
9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Here's DiVincenzo. Out to the wing. 3-pointer, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long.
I'll take that, thank you.
Here's Dosunmu, and it's Dosunmu with the jam.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we need.
For 3, Middleton. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 22. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time.
Yep.
Team's consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Then for the Mavericks, P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Najee Marshall. Flag comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Klay Thompson in for Max Christie. Thompson from long range. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, he's making a concerted effort to use the three-point shot here in the second half. Only one in the first, 3 since the break.
Mavericks trailed by 19. Pass to Irving. Fires for 3. And it's Washington missing. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Reed gets the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively.
We're getting there.
From
Slowly but surely.
4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And here's Conley outside. Baron Shea.
Damn.
It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Stolen by Reed. Over to the left wing. There's the triple. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu. Dosumu's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work.
No good. Mavericks have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down. Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Irving with the ball. Conley picks him up. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. That shot misses. Maverick shooting.
Yeah, they did a little too much on that one.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Timberwolves.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
Fires from 14. It's rebounded by Dallas. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Flag. And they pick up 2.
Just a problem inside. Flag just burst through the contact.
Thompson against Edwards. Reed kicks to Edwards. Offensive rebound. Over Thompson.
Hey, I'm just trying to get him 40, damn it.
Edwards got 40 points. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Flag. Back to Irving. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And here's Thompson. Shoots the 3. And so the ball.
I say I'm trying to make subs, but they're messing me up.
Ball's out of bounds. Reed touched it last.
No, I don't want Reed in still. I want him out.
Here's Middleton.
Gosh dang it. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. It's the last possession of the game.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great
Yeah. All right. Obviously, we did pretty well. Nothing new there. So this is what I think we're going to do. I'm going to take a minute to go ahead and look at the award races. I'm going to look at our stats, and then I'm just going to... I think it's time to decide to just simulate the rest of it. We played half the season, and it's getting old. I'm not going to lie to you. It's getting old. And if we're not even in the top 5 for award races right now, explain this to me. Dante DiVincenzo's number 5 in MVP, but Anthony Edwards doesn't make the cut at all? No. All right. It's not going to happen. So yeah, we're going to simulate it, but before we simulate it, we're going to look at how we did, because these are going to be our stats. Everything after this will be generated, so the end of the season stats aren't going to matter. These are going to be our stats, okay? So see, player stats, we're going to look at... Okay, so Anthony Edwards averaged 38 points a game for us. Fantastic. He's over 50% from the field, both field goal and three-point percentage. And he's almost 90% or 99% in threes. Or in free throws, sorry. Wait, what did that say? Plus minus 14.6. Naz Reid is the only one that's a higher one, but Naz Reid was our second best scorer with 25 points a game. Dante had 15 and 6. Randall had 15 and 4. That could have been better, could have been worse, honestly. Jaden had 13 and 3, I guess, but he also was our steals leader with 1.1. Or I guess no, Dante was our steals leader, whatever. Io came in late, so he kind of just, he has 10.4, but it's not really our 10.4. Terrence Shannon had 7.6, which is really good for him. We knew Rudy wasn't going to do a whole lot, but he did a lot of rebounding, and he got his 1.1 blocks a game, so that's good. Kyle Anderson came in late as well, but he did pretty well for us. Mike Conley started out as our starting point guard. He was averaging like 4 and 9, which is about what we wanted out of him, but, he kind of fell off. Nothing we can do about that. Johan Berenguer became our backup center after we were forced to trade Leonard Miller. Leonard Miller was fantastic, but we were forced to trade him because that's what they did in real life. So now we ended up with him, and he didn't do too bad. It's just that I wanted him for a third string, not a second string. Then here's our Jalen Clark played a lot of games, actually, in the beginning of the year when we had a lot of injuries, and he did his part well. The perimeter defense from him was astounding. It was great. His stats don't reflect that, but he did good. We had a small stint with Bones Highland. That didn't last very long, but we gave him a fair shot. That's what we got. So now let's simulate the rest of the season here, and we'll see who we're playing in the playoffs. We're going to leave it because I don't think he's going to make it worse. Do we even have anyone to re-sign through contracts? DiVincenzo? I mean, it doesn't matter because we're not doing a second season of this. So I'm just going to say no, I'm not going to do it. We're getting a couple more losses, which isn't our fault, actually. Actually, no, this stays. It would have been... Jalen Clark's the one that falls out of rotation, unfortunately. KK. Gobert just had 30. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, this seems about right. Then, just so that they have this updated for us. There we go. Simulate regular season, please. These losses are I said we were doing a lot better than what these losses say we were doing. Yikes. We're not going to have Berenguer for the start of the playoffs. We're going to have Rocky. We're only going to give him 4 though. Okay, so no, he did get MVP. Why was he not even in the MVP race? And they had Dante in it. If he was okay, whatever. Point is, because we played over half the season with Anthony Edwards, he continued to do what he did, and he still got MVP. I'm still going to claim that I got him that MVP because we did a lot with him throughout the first half. I think it was like a month of the season left that we didn't play. Yeah, we still got him MVP. Cooper Flag got Rookie of the Year. 6-man wasn't Nas because he didn't qualify for it because he had too many injuries, but it would have been him. That doesn't surprise me. That kind of surprises me that it's not Leonard Miller, but it's all right. Yeah, you can have it. You're not clutch when you play us, though. Chris Finch, Coach of the Year, and Wallace Payton got Executive of the Year. And we got NBA Cup MVP because we won it. So that's cool. Anthony Edwards made first team, which is what we like to see. I think he's the only Minnesota player that's going to make that. Rudy Gobert made all NBA defensive second team, excuse me. So that's cool. I didn't even think, well, we did have a rookie. We had Johan Berenguer, but he's not going to make this. No, I didn't think so. All right, we're going to simulate the play-in since we're not in it. Okay, we got we're not going to play the first game here, but we have I'm going to click play, but we're not actually going to play it. We have the Los Angeles Clippers here. This is a matchup nightmare for them, honestly. We got Jaden guarding Kawhi Leonard, Dante on Darius Garland, and Anthony Edwards and Bradley Beal. They are so cooked. It's not even funny. But it looks like Houston beat Golden State in their first game. Interesting. The Sacramento Kings beat OKC in their first game. Holy crap, I just realized the San Antonio Spurs just got knocked from the playoffs. That's crazy. Dallas is the 2nd seed? I just cooked them this video. That's crazy. The Lakers lost to that? Hold on. Hold on. Did they trade? Oh, no, he's injured. I was like, there's no way they traded LeBron James. It's like, what? No, they didn't trade him. Okay, but the Kings the Kings beat you, huh? Good for them, honestly. Other side over here, Cleveland made the first seed. That's not surprising because of what the roster consists of. So that's not surprising. Atlanta being 4 is not surprising. The fully healthy Pacers being 3rd isn't surprising, and the Knicks being 2nd also isn't surprising. So we pretty much got what we expected here. Boston being 7, I was not expecting, though. But yeah, next episode we'll be able to start the NBA playoffs. And yeah, it'll be fun. We get to face the Los Angeles Clippers. Probably only 2 sets. You know what? For the playoffs, we'll do it one game per episode. That's what we're gonna do, because then I can have the videos labeled as game 1 of the series, game 2, game 3. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it that way. Anyway, come back next week and we'll start the playoffs. And until then, everybody, have a good rest of your day.